This is about all I can tell whether or not we're actually moving, because in the air, it's really not obvious. What's up, agents? Zero here, and welcome back to another Minecraft Pocket Edition add-on showcase. It's been a while since I've actually done one of these, and I actually found one earlier today, well actually, technically yesterday, because I actually record these videos the day prior to upload, but this is a relatively interesting add-on to say the least. We've got a skeleton spawn egg, eggs which have been retextured, and a carrot on a stick which has been retextured. You guys probably know what's going on in terms of what's happening at... I guess what I'm trying to say is, you guys probably know it's a vehicle add-on, but what the vehicle itself is actually really cool. This is probably one of the coolest models that I've seen out of an add-on so far. You guys couldn't tell just by looking at this is actually a UFO, and I've also downloaded a little bit of a city map. I'll make sure I have a link down in the description to this map if you want to check it out, as well as the add-on itself. But this is just a UFO. Now, from what I am reading, because I've got my computer up next to me, I've got the web page up on this add-on. So from what I understand, you use the carrot on a stick to drive this thing, which is normal for add-ons, and then you need some sort of fuel, which is these eggs which have been retextured. This is something I see on add-ons on a regular basis for vehicles, is that you use eggs as the fuel. It's very common from what I understand. I could be completely wrong. Now, from what I also am reading on this, these things actually are extremely fast. I mean, so fast that they're actually a little bit difficult to control. So let me go ahead and get in this thing and... Okay, so I'm actually inside of it. I was kind of wondering because... Okay, so we've got a little... I'm kind of at a little bit of an angle. If I'm in first person, it seems like I'm not even... If I go into third person, I'm in it, but the angle seems to be a bit weird. Whatever. So, from what I understand... Whoa! I guess I should have expected that. So, in order for me to get this started, I throw eggs at this thing, and eggs start going up. And I just use carrot on a stick, and we should start going forward. I can't quite tell if we are, though. But the fact that someone made a UFO, this is really cool. This, and it says that we're supposed to be moving rather quickly. I can't quite tell if we are in fact moving forward at all. First off, we are kind of floating kind of high into the air, so that kind of doesn't exactly help tell whether or not we're actually moving, but we are moving relatively fast into the air. Now, if I take a look at this web page, am I even moving at all, forward or backwards? So it says these things are difficult to move around. Okay, so we are now moving forward. I couldn't quite tell earlier. Okay, so it says this is going to be moving. I think it says, where does it say? Okay, so about 1 minute it will stay up in the air before it starts going down, which isn't too bad. I wish I could actually... Oh, I'm not moving forward at all. Okay, I wish I could tell whether or not I actually am moving forward at all. But I actually cannot tell that much because we are moving up so fast, and then when we descend, we're moving down relatively fast as well. But this is relatively cool to say the least. I mean, UFOs is something that people kind of like to begin with. I mean, that's my assumption. I could be completely wrong on that, because they're a mysterious object. That much is known. And yeah, we fall down relatively quickly. We go up relatively quickly. I still can't quite tell if we're actually moving forward in the slightest. I mean, we probably are. But this is something I think is really cool. I gotta say, this is something that I think that a lot of people are going to like, because UFOs are one of the coolest things that I know about in regards to like space and stuff. Then again, I know people have different opinions on these sorts of things. Well, that's a really cool texture on the bomb. I like that. This is just really cool. And I really can't tell where the heck we are. Obviously, we can see particles if we're moving up. I think we're moving down at this point. Yeah, we're moving down. This is really cool, and yeah. This is about all I can tell whether or not we're actually moving, because in the air, it's really not obvious. And you can obviously hear the skeleton sound effects. Let's go ahead and send this thing back up into the sky one more time. I wish it didn't actually take damage when I throw the egg, but I guess it's really not much I can do about it. Okay, I can now tell we are actually moving forward this time. I can actually tell we're moving forward, although we are moving relatively quickly. If it were possible to lessen how fast we were moving, I guess I was about to say if we could lessen how fast we were moving upwards when we have it activated, that would be nice. But then again, from what I understand, UFOs are supposed to be extremely fast to begin with so that nobody knows that they're supposed to be there in the first place. I don't really know, but this is really cool. I gotta say, this is probably one of the more interesting things I've seen so far. Okay, so now I'm actually inside of this. Earlier you guys saw I was actually off to the side of it. Now I'm actually inside of it, which is nice. Don't know what was going on earlier, and it's turning nighttime now, which kind of adds to the fact, because usually UFOs, if they are in fact spotted in real life, which I don't know if they've ever been spotted, I know people say they have, but usually it's seen at night. So this actually makes it look really cool. I can't tell where the heck we even are right now. I know we're moving up. It actually looks like we're flying through space right now. Is this going to add to it? Probably. So it makes it look like we're actually in space right now, which is really cool because we're moving up pretty high. But you know what? After all this, I think this is actually a good place to end the video off. So there will be a download link in the description to not only the add-on, but also to the map if you guys want to take a look at. Although we didn't really get to see too much of the map. We were like high up in the air for the majority of this time, but it will be there in the description. But that's actually going to have to do it for this video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. Well, more than make sure to hit that subscribe button for future content. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at AgentCPO0 to stay updated. This has been Zero Studios. Thank you guys for watching, and with that, I will see you guys later.